What's up, y'all? I am Jessel, sex therapist, and I'm about to teach her how to get in the mood to fuck her man. So first of all, I want you to go upstairs. I want you to get your Christmas tree negligee, to throw that baby on, and I want you to turn this song on right here. And then you're gonna do a little striptease for your man. And then you slip out of it like this, give him a little, then you clench the titties. That's how you let it happen, sister. Cause what? I need a freak in the morning, a freak in the evening. Like who? Another roughneck nigga that can satisfy me just for me. And if you happen to sing this song while you're doing your little striptease, make sure you don't say that N-word, okay? Oh, I got another nasty one for you. Love me. Let me get on bottom while you ride. Baby, if this don't get your man in a mood, you and your man in a mood, girl. Call it a rap, baby. I love you all night. I promise. Girl, this make me want to go call one of my things up. Jessel, if this don't get you in the mood, baby. I got one more for you, Jessel, girl. If those two don't help you, this one right here is a guaranteed banger, mom. You would not have needed IVF if you would have had this song on right here. I promise. You would have been knocked up. Bitch, I'm knocked up just thinking about it. Girl, set that mirror up in your bedroom. When we make love, make it move fast, mommy. Your man gonna be busting nuts back to back. All right. Now, I know I said that was the last one, but if 1, 2, and 3 don't work, baby, I promise you, you turn this song on right here, I promise you, waterfalls, faucet, baby, I promise you, you're gonna have a puddle in the bed by the time this song wraps. Nobody can turn this song on when it's just two people with sexual chemistry in the room and they don't bone. Baby, this one right here is gonna solve all your problems. Listen to me, Jessel, daughter. This right here, that's when you get on top. You start riding that thing. You just ride that thing. All right, that is enough sex tips for Jess. You put any one of them 4 songs on, and you and your man is gonna be all right, baby. And when your marriage is saved because of me, I don't even need to thank you. Girl. Just go ahead, put one of these songs on, put on your nasty little Grinch suit, and get to work. You know how this thing goes. Once you've done it once, baby, it's just like riding a bike. Get on that thing and ride. And I promise you, it ain't even gonna take that long, because you said you ain't had sex with him in about 2 years. You ain't had sex with him, but somebody has, and we'll get to that later. But you ain't had sex with him in 2 years, baby. I promise you, he missed that pudding. So go ahead, give him a slab, and get your rocks off. Like, girl, you deserve. You got 2 kids. You done been pregnant. You got a damn C-section scar at this point, baby. Go ahead and give your man a piece of the pudding. Okay? All right, everybody come on in, take a seat, pop a squat, get comfortable, tap your neighbor on the shoulder, say, hey neighbor. If your neighbor is cute, give him a little wink too. Hey neighbor. And make sure you press like, share, subscribe, and do all the things. We start off with all the girls getting ready to go to Aaron's Hampton home. I feel like Bravo really loved them a piece of Hampton, honey, because it's just like, Jesus, how many times we gonna be at the Hamptons? Let me tell y'all something. I hope y'all tip the hell out of that Uber driver, because girl, why on earth did Sai think it was okay to bring 18 bags of clothes? You were going to be there for 3 days, daughter. 3 days. Now, I understand bringing backup outfits, and I understand that you are a content creator, mama, but you really overdid it. Especially when you showed up to the first dinner in a trench coat and a hoodie and your hair in a bun. Like, girl, this ain't giving content creation vibes. This ain't giving 18 bags. Like, that's what you packed in the bags? Okay, all right. Girl, you could have put that in a duffel bag and kept it pushing, okay? Unfortunately for all of us Bryn stands, she is not going to be on this episode, and that really irritated me. It's like, girl, I don't care if you are sick with COVID. Girl, get your ass on that damn bus, wear your mask, and make sure that you attend the trip. Like, don't. But luckily, even though Bryn is gone, the episode is still really good because we get into a lot of the girls' personal story. And also, Uba has emerged as like my second favorite at this point. Keep this up and she's gonna be my favorite. Now, which it is really surprising me because her cousin, what's her name? China? Asia? What is her name? The model from Dubai. What is her cousin's name? Chanel. Chanel, I don't see it yet for her. And I'm giving her until season 2 to really get into it, which I really didn't even like get into Dubai like that because it just felt like a whole bunch of women who have studied the formula and then came here to perform. Whereas these girls seem like they get it, but they're also just still being regular people and being themselves. It doesn't seem like anybody is performing for the cameras. Chanel Ayan came on being like, bitch, I'm here to go to work and I'm here to let y'all know that I am the star of this show. And it's just like, if you the star, you're gonna be the star regardless. We don't need you to like put on airs for us, daughter. But anyway, so we're in the car and Jessel reveals to us that she has not had sex with her husband in over a year. Jessel. Now, what I would like to say though is that I think that production did a great job this episode at like production. I feel like production did a really good job at telling Jessel's story and also explaining why Jessel could be having some issues in the bedroom. All of the girls are confused. Like, you ain't fucked your husband in a year, in 2 years, baby. Now listen, let me tell you something. I literally borderline am asexual, right? Like, I'm almost like, girl, take it or leave it type T. But if I am married to somebody and I can't imagine me, now mind you, I have never been married, nor have I ever been in a relationship long enough to, you know, go through a dry spell like that. But baby, I can't imagine me looking my partner in the eye every night and being like, and he roll over and try to get something. I'd be like, move. Like, girl, what? Now, don't wake me up out of my sleep trying to get no nookie. But but also, like, how do you look your husband in the face every day and not fuck him? That screams you may not be really attracted to your husband. But also, I don't want it to be lost on us that it feels like Jessel is dealing with a bit of like postpartum depression, maybe postpartum, I don't know what the term is for, you know, I'm the sex therapist, but I don't know what the term is for like people who go through a dry spell after having kids. Jessel basically explained at the end of the episode where they're at the restaurant that sex basically became a chore for her. Like, every day or whenever she was ovulating, they would schedule when to have sex, and it became like a thing where they had to do it in order to have a baby. And she was having fertility issues, so I could see her having some sensitivity around sex. And then also, Mama had to have her babies through a C-section, and that gave her a scar that she really just has not adjusted to yet. And I can understand her not being comfortable in her body now that she has this scar, and then on top of that, like, sex became a chore to her. Now she just needs to reprogram her brain to feeling like, no, I'm supposed to have sex with my husband because we love each other, and this is another way that we connect with each other. But she definitely needs to be in somebody's chair. She needs to be going to go talk to the lady somewhere. because not having sex with your husband for 2 years is a lot. That's a lot, mama. And I'm letting you know now that you not fucking him does not mean that he is not having the sex, okay? And I hope that you are okay with that, because you know, this brings up a good question. I want y'all to let me know, does this give her husband a pass to cheat on her? Now, as long as he like communicates like, hey babe, you're not ready to have sex right now, but guess what? I am, and I need it, and you are not available to do it, and I'm not gonna pressure you to do it. But also, I'm a man and I have needs. So can, you know, I go get somewhere? Or, you know, like I do feel like at some point the therapy conversation should have happened. Like, girl, can we go to a sex therapist? Can we do this? Like, girl, it's been 2 years. But baby, let me tell you, if you have not had that conversation and he has not brought up like, girl, let's go to sex therapy, he is having sex with somebody. And it is only a matter of time until we find out. On the way to the Hamptons, Uba tells us that she is one of them girls, like when she travels, she likes to stay in her own space. I agree. I cannot, girl, I don't want to see you bitches all night. I don't. I'm sorry. It's not giving like, let's wake up together, let's snore together, let's spoon. No, it's not giving none of that, girl. Let's be in our own quarters. I'm already traveling with y'all and I see y'all a lot. Like, girl, at some point my social meter is going to expire around y'all, and I need to go somewhere to like recharge. I understand Uber with that 1000%. Now, can we talk? Can we talk? If these are not the most complaining ass broads that I've ever seen in all my days, you gotta have a certain toilet paper. You gotta have you gotta have bougie food, but you can't have caviar and Pringles. You gotta have a room with a window and a mirror in it. You can't sleep under rainbows. You can't wear green ugly lingerie. Like, it just seems like there is nothing that is gonna please y'all, and I get it. This is a room full of different people with different personalities, and all these girls are getting to know each other. But it just seems like y'all are just like hell-bent on creating problems out of nothing. It's like okay, Aaron, let's get to you. Now, last episode, I thought that production was crafting her to be like the villain of the show, because she's very outspoken, she's straightforward, she says it like she means it. She's a very New York girl. And so it was like clear to me that she is going to be the one that's going to say what's ever on her mind, and she ain't going to take no scruff from these broads. But it is becoming clear to me that Erin is really a softie, and she is a people pleaser, and she wants everybody to be comfortable, especially when she's the host. She wants everybody to be comfortable, and she's going out of her way to like bring gifts, and she's like giving the girls pajamas with their names on it. She got caviar. She gives everybody a room. It's like she is very much so trying to make the effort to make everybody feel as comfortable as possible. And I like that about her. I like that. I think even if she does wind up being the villain this season, which I don't think is going to be her anymore, I think it is going to be somebody else, and we'll get there. I think that Erin has shown herself to be a softie and showed a very vulnerable side of her. It's like, I just want everybody to be comfortable. I want everybody to have a good time, and I want everybody to be happy. But also, don't fucking try me. I like that. Okay. So now the girls arrive to the Hamptons. Actually, I think Jenna arrives first. She gets there. She complaining about the deal. And it's just like, y'all are just the most complaining. It's like, girl, you can't have cheese, you can't have meat, no pork, no dairy, no this, no that, no dill. And it's like, girl, dill these nuts in your mouth, because I'm not about to be accommodating all of y'all like that. Like, girl, listen, let me tell you something. Like I said, look, y'all better be glad y'all wasn't invited to Candy's house, because the way Candy would have served your ass a box of raisins, grapes, and tomatoes, and you would have had to call it a day, that would have been her charcuterie board. Bitch, here's some raisins, tomatoes, and potatoes. Eat. And y'all would have gagged. Oh my God, y'all would have gagged. Now, is it just me, or do I spy a little sexual chemistry between Uba and Jenna? That hug that Uba gave Jenna screamed to me sex, okay? She wants to spoon, she wants to scissor, and she wants to get in between them legs. Uba, girl, I pulled your card. I see you, mama. I see you. I like that for you. Okay, so then Sai and all her damn thousand bags, they drag them on up to the room. And you see how they put the stud to task? It's like, don't be trying to treat Jenna like that just because she wear jeans. That means she gotta drag y'all bags upstairs. No, she ain't the help. Jenna tells us how like she's never had a girls trip before. Like this is her first time just having a whole bunch of like girlfriends. And I see that for her. Now, as she's telling us this, now, y'all might not know this, but in real life, I'm a behavioral therapist. I work with autistic kids and teens and young adults or whatever. And, you know, I basically just help to give them functional communication tools to help them lead a very like functional life or whatever. So when she was speaking, like something just like rubbed me as like Jenna might be a little autistic. It would just explain a lot of her like very awkwardness. It would explain a lot of her awkwardness and her social anxiety, which I suffer from a little bit of social anxiety, but I'm not autistic that I know of, child. And it just helped paint the picture when she began to talk about her mother being diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome like later in life, which if you don't know what Asperger's syndrome is, it's basically it basically is a neurological, don't quote me on any of this because I'm not totally sure, but I believe it is like a neurological malfunction that just kind of like it impairs your ability to function quote unquote normally in social situations or whatever. You just say really weird, not weird, but you just say just kind of like off things in the moment and things like you don't have a lot of good social cues. And it definitely helps explain why Jenna is so socially awkward and so reserved and a bit timid and cautious around the girls. I bet you, like in a room full of people, as she explained in one of her confessionals, that when she is the boss and she gets to tell people what to do, she is in charge, she is in command, and she knows her place there. But in situations where she doesn't have complete control, Jenna really just kind of loses all sense of authority and doesn't really know how to function, really. All right, so then the girls head to dinner and the girls are talking about their sex lives. I think it was Jessel who asked Jenna, how did she know that guys doesn't do it for her anymore? And apparently Jenna had like a sexual awakening at lunch one time when one of her lesbian friends was telling her about sex with a woman and her coochie got moist. Like, ooh, Jenna, like, girl, ooh. Well, she didn't say that, but you know what I mean? Like, she was like, I got hot. And I was like, ooh, Jenna, tell us more, daughter. Actually, and that makes me think of Niecy Nash's story where she says that she like fell in love with her wife and she never even had like an inkling that she could be a lesbian. So like, I love that Jenna told this story on Housewives because I think that is very important for people who are also, for people who think that they are stuck in the sexuality that they have always been in their lives. Like, just because you've been straight all your life doesn't mean that you can't just wake up and have an awakening and be like, you know what? I want to suck some dick today. But yeah, that was cool. But what I did not think was cool was that Jenna was outed by like People magazine before she even got a chance to like tell her family and tell her mom and tell all the people like closest to her. Like that to me is crazy that was her experience was coming out. Miss Uba is a character. Because why is this lady going to the restaurant, twerking, stealing coconut cream, coming back, putting it in her pants and acting like it's a penis? Uba is a very interesting character and I'm dying to see more. But what I don't want though is her to be used as like the comedic relief. I hope that we actually get a chance to like dig into Uba's life, and because I don't need y'all treating her like a friend of, I need y'all to treat her like an actual housewife and to make sure that we dig into her life and figure out like what's going on. And what I do think though about Uba is that Uba is not playing when she says that she is attracted to Jenna. Sai asked about Jenna's girlfriend and Sai asked about Jenna's girlfriend and Uba raised her hand and was like, girl, it's me. Like, am I not here? Do y'all not see us sitting next to each other? Girl, we're fingering each other under the table. Like, girl, it's me. So Jenna, we got an issue. We have an issue, Jenna. All right, so girl, I love your story so far, and I think that you are a perfect addition to Housewives because I don't think that we've really had a housewife like you before. So established and also lesbian and just so different and unique. I don't think we've ever had a housewife like that before with that complete package. But daughter, you were on the Housewives. I don't know if anybody told you during your orientation package that once you sign on to this show, your life is now our life, honey. You do not get to hide your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your they friend, or whoever friend. You don't get to hide those people from us. And I'm also like curious how Jenna is able to hide her girlfriend from us. But when Kenya Moore wanted to keep her husband off of the show, she was fired. But she gets to come on and hide her girlfriend. I don't know. That to me feels a little fishy. And then secondly, it's like, okay, but however, what I will say though is, I don't think that, okay, so first of all, I don't think that gay people should be getting a special pass on reality TV. However, what I will say is that gay people do have different rules in life. So it would also make sense to me if Jenna's girlfriend is in the closet, then it would make sense to me why she could not be filmed on this show. However, Jenna also owes us that piece of information. If she's in the closet, I think you owe it to us to be like, she's in the closet. And that is why I will not have her on this show. That's why y'all will never see her. That's why I can't bring her around. That is the information you owe us. But if she is out of the closet and she is your girlfriend, then guess what? Y'all either need to break up, you need to find you a girlfriend that's comfortable with being on TV, or you need to let us know who she is. From me to you. So then we get back to Aaron's house and the girls try on their lingerie. Now, Sai tries on her lingerie. She looks cute. It's like a leotard or something like that. Very sexy. Aaron tries on hers. It's a two-piece. She got her stomach out, her legs out, and she feeling her beat, bitch. She feeling cunt. She was like, yes, girl, I got on a two-piece. I'm cute, blonde, feminine, and free. Then Uba puts hers on and she feels like she looks like a grandma because she has on a one piece. And while I do understand, like, girl, I'm a tall model, like, girl, give me something a little more revealing. Like, girl, this don't even fit my personality. It does not fit her personality. But it is so funny how confidence will really change an outfit. When Uba said that she did not like the way that she looked in it. I almost agreed with her. Like, yeah, I don't know why she has that on. But then when she turned around and was like, actually, I love this shit. Like, I look the fuck good. And she walked down and like gave a little strut with it. I was like, there it is. Confidence. That is what changed the outfit. Uba looked fucking hot in that grandma negligee. Like, eat it, thither. Then Jessel puts on her piece. Okay. So I feel a couple of ways about Jessel's piece. Okay, one, for Jenna, it is hard to shop for other people, right? It is extremely hard to shop for people that you know. But shopping for people that you don't know is extra hard. So I believe that Jenna probably chose that outfit because I'm thinking, this is me, I don't know if it's true or not, but I think that Jenna knew that Jessel had a C-section and Jessel is a bit insecure about her body. So she bought something that would cover her scar and would be very cute on her. But then she brought her a large and it's just like, okay, no girl, was that shade, Jenna? Was that shade? Because she did look frumpy as hell in it. She did look frumpy. Like, y'all can lie all you want to, but she looked frumpy, okay? Now, on the flip side of that, the way that Jessel reacted was out of pocket. Like, mama, why would you make this big ass scene? You come in with your shoulders all frumped over and then you look like you just defeated as hell. And I think what it did was just like amplify the way that Jessel already felt about her body, that she just isn't sexy and isn't getting her in the mood. And she was just projecting a lot of the way that she feels about herself into that outfit. Oh, I hate it. 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 It's just like, no, I think what you really hate is the way that your body looks in it. And that's not shade at all, but I think that that is the way that Jessel feels about herself in the outfit. Because I feel like if she would have gotten Erin's outfit, that would have showed her scars. She would still came in all slumped over and not really feeling sexy. If she would have tried on size piece, you know, who knows what her body would have looked like in that. And if she would have tried on Uba's piece, I just don't think that like it was a win. I don't think it was a winning situation either way around, just because of how Jessel feels about herself on the inside. But this situation is about to drag out to next week and we will figure out what is going on between the girls. But you could tell that Jenna felt really sucky about it. And I'm with Sai. Like, girl, if you feel some way about it, like, speak up. Why can't you say anything? Like, I'd have been like, whoa, hold on. You're doing a bit too much. And then it's probably even more personal for Jenna because she works in fashion, so she knows what looks good and she knows probably what looks best on other people. Now, baby, I will say that you missed the mark on this one. I think you got everybody else correct, but you definitely missed the mark on this one. I don't think the color was ugly, but I do think the fit was wrong and it just wasn't really flattering. However, what I did do was I Googled the ages of the girls, and Jessel is one of the oldest ones there. I think she's like 43. So maybe she wanted to give her something age appropriate. I don't know. I don't know Jenna's thought process behind it. But I am curious to know why she chose that one. However, I guess we will figure all of that out next week. This episode was great. Bryn was sorely missed. I missed my Bryn, and I can't wait to see what she brings next week. But yeah, that was this episode of Real Housewives of New York City. And if you liked it, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any comment to leave it down below. All right, y'all. Toodles.